through turns 1, 2 and 3, and good to see obviously Mohamed Hamdi.
Such a nice guy, such a nice guy, and making his debut in the Ferrari Challenge this year. And Mohamed Hamdi then will be bitterly disappointed that he's...
بص في امتحان هنا للناس اللي قلبها ضعيف. بص ده امتحان اللي فاهم بقى. هي جت بالظبط يعني.
Which might give him a chance for one more shot at this.
Mohamed Hamdi is improving, Nico.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good one.
Yep. But we also think celebrating his birthday today, a bit like my colleague. So Alessio Dono P1 in Trofeo Pirelli, and in Trofeo Pirelli Am it is Franz Engstler who is leading the way. So 30 minutes qualifying to come from our Ferrari Challenge Trofeo Pirelli drivers then. The mix of Pirelli and Pirelli Am drivers. The Pirelli drivers have a red sun strip across the top of the windscreen. The Pirelli Am drivers have the white. It wasn't the prediction, actually, the weather forecast coming into this weekend I was a bit disappointed with. However, upon arrival, as is so often the case here.
Well, yes, unless he puts in a new lap record from in his out lap, which is unlikely. Then Danilo Del Favero with a personal improvement puts it on to P8 in class, P9, P15 overall. Nicola Rossi is staying out, which might give him a chance for one more shot at this.
Mohamed Hamdi is improving, Nico.
Yeah, and that's good. That's a good one.
Yep, personal best through Sector 1 and Sector 2. If he can nail it all in the in this stadium section of the circuit, this will be good for him. He is currently P8.
However, we are being shown that he has a track limit infringement, and that means whatever he does on this lap, it's not going to count.
Thanks for pointing that out.
I'm sorry about that, and sorry for him, obviously. Nicola Rossi with a good first sector. That gives him some hope in terms of his personal improvement. Decent second sector, so 8.
Getting ready, guys. Mr. Francesco, last steps before getting on the racetrack. Once again, yesterday they did an amazing job with the repairs of the car, which looks new today, so wow, hats off to all the mechanic team.
I mentioned him as he's a UK driver. Mohamed Hamdi and Gianmarco.
That's one bet.
I agree with you. Hashtag Ferrari Challenge. Stand by then for Curses the Music. And away we go, a brilliant start from Alessio Dono. Less of a first sequence of turns, relatively unscathed. Commentators curse if ever there was one, Nico, because that is not the case.
Through turns 1, 2 and 3, and good to see obviously Mohamed Hamdi.
Such a nice guy, such a nice guy, and making his debut in the Ferrari Challenge this year. And Mohamed Hamdi then will be bitterly disappointed that he's now. What happened? To be fair, from that camera angle, Nico, it's impossible to see. But I would suggest with the...
بص بقى اللي حصل بقى العربية ها. طبعا الحاجة بقى روحت، وهنقعد احنا بقى نشوف هنعمل ايه. طبعا الميكانيكية بقى بيتفشخوا لما السواق اللي هو زي حالتنا كده بيخبط لهم العربية، بيتفشخوا. بيبقى بالنسبة لهم كل دول المفروض يروحوا خلاص. بص الراجل العجوز اللي متشعلق فوق العربية ده كان المفروض يروح، طبعا مش هيروح. طبعا هيظبطوا العربية عشان خاطر ايه بكرة. بص الشكمان، بص الاكسدام اللي وراني. بص في امتحان هنا للناس اللي قلبها ضعيف. بص ده امتحان ده اللي فاهم بقى، لا جت بالظبط يعني.
Guys, she's ready. Can you believe it? It's incredible. Oh, look. It's incredible what teamwork can realize. Wow. In a few hours, she's back to Daniel. Bravi!
There's our front row of the grid. We will bring you the grid in full in just a few moments' time. Going to be a very for Ferrari Challenge Trofeo Pirelli, the mix of Pirelli drivers and Pirelli AM drivers that will contest this 13 and P14 respectively. Kim Eriksson and Mohammed Hamdi. Mohammed will be hoping for better luck today. They are P15. Already some drivers absolutely champing at the bit to get going here, including Franz Engstler, who has tried really hard to get himself up the order. Once again, Alessio Dono with a textbook start, and Tom Yams, it's Engstler, Rossi, and Laskovski. So first 2.5 minutes of the race done and dusted, and the car's beginning, and drivers beginning to settle down just a little bit.
Ejection, and let's have a look how that happened.
Well, looks like a tire was let go, I think. Or was that a lockup? Whatever it was, the pressure that Fleming was putting on Elise.
You want to pass the other car on the track, but the second best option is to push the car or the driver into a mistake or a problem.
And there, Tom Fleming, he does make it 2 out of 2 in Misano. He takes the race win ahead of Benz Valent, P2, Mazzola is P3, and then for the AM drivers, it's Franz Engstler ahead of Nicolo Rossi and Hanno Laskovski. I have to say, Nico, if nothing else, here in Misano, the racing this weekend has been drama-laden.
Absolutely, yeah, and unlike yesterday, where penalties eventually were the big story of the race, to a degree, that hasn't been the case. Tom Fleming takes...